All right. You are like me, even as I speak right now, I'm on the other side of the chat. I'm trying to send this invite link to as many guys as possible because I know the power this call can have on people's lives. My name is Ernest Mungai. I'm coming to you live from the Republic of Africa in Entebbe, Uganda. And about 3 months ago, I was in a quagmire. If you guys know, from the last 2020, things have been going down for literally everyone. So someone invited me to a call like this, guys, and I'll tell you for a fact that my life has done a 360. So that's why, even as I speak here, I'm really trying to share as possible. And I'm requesting to do the same because you don't know what we are going through. And now, as we get ready, I'm about to invite the main speaker for the day to share with you the reason why you are on this call and to give you shed a light for you on the latest innovations in the industry that can actually help you earn some serious income. If you're holding on a smart that how you can use them or utilize them to make the most of them. So without further ado, I'm gonna now get ready to invite my speaker for the day. I can see him ready and steady on the other side of East Africa. Wow, this is a gentleman who has really traversed this side of the continent, trying to change people's lives. I really admire his ethic. I mean, his dedication, his commitment, like you cannot believe it. And I know definitely blessings will follow his way. He was here in Uganda. I personally met him about 8 months ago, and trust me, this is a gentleman. You know, they say you're an average of your 5 friends. So if your 5 friends are broke, you're the 6th. And if your 5 friends are rich, you're the 6th, you know? And if your 5 friends are gossipers, you're the 6th gossiper. So you make sure you watch out your circles. So I met him 6 months ago, definitely knew, because I have usually goals in life, and I met him and I knew for real we can click because we can build each other. He has gone ahead and left here in Kampala, went to Tanzania for a while, Dar es Salaam, then came to Nairobi for about a month. I mean, he's really trying to share this idea we're going to share with you tonight in ways that are amazing, because he wants to change people's lives in a very big way. He is a husband, he's a father, he's a student of personal development. I mean, for him, every single day, he has to learn a new thing. What I say, stay hungry, stay foolish. So he's a fountain of knowledge, especially on this field we're going to share with you. And also, he inspires so many to change their lives and become positive people, and of course, moves the next steps. Without further ado, help me put your hands together and welcome one and only Coach Asaf. Coach, I can see you. Question is, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Super excited. Thank you for that solid rock-breaking introduction. I'm so honored and privileged. I can't basically thank you enough, and everyone on this Zoom call. Guys, welcome to our International Sunday Progi. This is the only Progi, this is the only place you need to be every Sunday to learn how to basically do robotic trading. My name is Asaf Fundikwera, all the way from the Pearl of Africa. Right now, as I speak to you, I am in Tanzania, in Arusha, and enjoying the cool breeze of what we call Mount Meru. And what you're going to experience today is a very powerful way you can be able to benefit from robotic trading. I'll make it snappy. I'll try as much as possible to use 35 to 40 minutes. Kindly keep on sharing your link. Keep on sharing your link before we get started. And I just know one thing, you're going to be blessed. I joined this industry of multi-level marketing in 2013. It's because I wanted an extra income, but the goals have totally shifted to pursuing financial freedom as well as promoting systems that empower people to be able to work from home. And within the lockdown, in Uganda, we had a lockdown of around 42 days. When someone sent me this presentation, he was telling me about robotic trading. And before I realized it, when I went through the YouTube video, tears started welling down my eyes. Why? Because I've got exactly what I wanted entirely. Because I'm from a return on investment kind of platform. And you know how things end in the long term when the CEOs or the chief scammers tend to get what they want in the long term, in basically their agreed time. When they get what they want, they start making life a bit harder for each and everyone who's basically invested. So if you're sick and tired, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, if you're sick and tired of being, of basically sending your funds to websites, to individuals, to companies to trade for you, and before you know it, they have disappeared in oblivion, this is the right deal for you, ladies and gentlemen. So I want anybody who is here to simply, if you're sick and tired of sending your monies to anybody to trade for you, to basically just raise up your hand. I want to see how many people have experienced the challenges of scammers as well as return on investment program. Raise up your hands. I just want 5 people before I get started. Come on, guys. Wow, 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 wow. Which means I'm not alone. So many of us now. What we got here is a groundbreaking opportunity, and it has basically put us at another level. You have an opportunity to take charge of your finances, but trading in what we call a $1 trillion market. So without even wasting time, we have so many speakers today. I am going to jump into my presentation, and let's get this started. Get your piece of paper and pen, take a few notes, because I'm simply going to simplify it as much as possible. Now, let's get this started. I'll begin by sharing my screen. This has been a very powerful week, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen Bitcoin basically trending so fast upwards. And you might be asking yourself, what are these guys talking about? We're basically an organization, a community of people that basically does what we call robotic trading. And but before I even talk about that, I want to take you through the evolution of money before, because I know there's someone here who has never experienced what I'm talking about. And just to make you understand, let me first take you through the evolution of money. Back in the days, before what we are doing right now was able to come to us, we had something called barter trade. You would basically exchange a cow for a mirror back in the days. And before you know it, that was a medium of exchange. Then we could exchange metals like gold, diamond. This revolution right now as we speak, most of these precious metals are in treasuries of big what? Treasuries of government banks entirely. This is where they are kept. Then this revolution left, and then we got what we call metal coins. These are still operational. Then we are using what we call fiat currency. Fiat currency is what we call paper money. And I'm going to show you why it is fast phasing as well. Then the other thing is we have MasterCards and Visa cards. We have electronic money as well as cryptocurrency. Now, this is the wave of the future. And to just basically bring you on site and discuss why we're basically going to benefit from this industry is I want to let you know that it is very easy for centralized systems like governments and financial institutions to manipulate the economic system of a nation. In 2008, we had what we call the economic crash of the banking system, as well as the most economies worldwide. We saw many banks going down, and besides that, we saw so many governments losing a lot of value in terms of their currency, and this was caused by a couple of reasons. One of them being governments do not have control on mismanagement of financial sectors. You find the government, when it's going for elections, they print money and put it on the market. In which you have a lot of cash, but it's unable to buy anything. Back in the days in 2008, you realize that banks were giving so much money as loans to people who could not even be able to afford. In what we call legal appropriate practice, it's not good for you to basically go ahead and give a loan to someone who cannot be able to afford. And before we knew it, it was done for a very long time, and it led to what we call the economic crash. So paper money was tested because of that scenario, and a group of people under a gentleman called Satoshi Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto created an open source software. And this was a cryptocurrency that is supposed, it was built on blockchain. Blockchain has been with us for a long time, and this is what we call the miracle. It is the next to what you'd call internet. Today, internet was created by the US government, And the second miracle of technology in terms of digital technology is what we call blockchain. So on blockchain, this gentleman created an open source software called Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is the world's biggest cryptocurrency. It was created to mitigate all the challenges we go through exchanging all these kinds of incomes entirely. So what I want to introduce to you is the wave of the future. If you're listening to this call right now, you basically have been pushed like 10 years ahead of your friends in terms of knowledge, as well as getting a resource which is going to overhaul your life entirely. So you're going to have to invest in an industry which is very powerful, which is 10 years ahead of you. And so many people who don't know about it are going to find you ahead. But before I even proceed, the industry is called cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital asset. I emphasize. Cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange. So this is the wave of the future. By digital, we mean it is exchanged on devices like phones, like tabs, like what we call electronic devices. Then by asset, we mean it accumulates in value, meaning you can hold it like a piece of land, like a property. And but the most important thing is it is a medium of exchange. I'm going to show you how you can benefit from this industry. Now, what you're going to see here is that a cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange, wherein individual coin ownership records are stored in a ledger in a form of computerized database using strong cryptography to secure transaction records to control the creation of additional coins. This is a lot of IT mambo jumbo. What I want you to understand right now is that a crypto is a digital asset. And this is exactly what we're basically here to see. Now, there are two ways you can earn from cryptocurrency. One, you can do what we call cryptocurrency trading, which I'm going to show you even as a novice, but you can also do what we call HODL. HODL standing for hold on to dear life. You can buy an asset when the price is low and sell it when the price is high. Imagine the people who bought Bitcoin in 2009, it was as low as a cent. Right now, as I speak to you, it's up to 60,000 US dollars plus. I'm going to show you on the charts. So this means these guys are already multi-millionaires because of that simple search. And the reason why that crypto is very, very precious is because there is only 21 million Bitcoins that were ever created on planet Earth. So none of the others is ever going to be ever created entirely. And right now, the amount of Bitcoin we have in circulation is around 18 million. And the remaining less than 3 million Bitcoins have not yet been mined entirely. It's something we call the halving, and the last phase is about to come in the next coming 2 to 3 years, if I'm not mistaken entirely. So, but today we are here to look at what we call cryptocurrency trading. Cryptocurrency trading is one of the main sources of getting profit from cryptocurrency. This type of online trading is almost the same as stocks, commodities trading, as well as futures trading entirely. So the main task is for any trader to buy when the price is low and sell when the price is high. So pretty much that's what we do entirely. And one thing you need to understand is this. Before I even share with you what we use to trade, I want to show you what a day trader goes through as a challenge on a daily basis. Because yes, most people do trading, and some of you might be here doing cryptocurrency trading, but the challenges a day trader goes through is exactly what this product that was created is going to basically be solving as a problem. Today, as a trader, you might wake up, let's say, let me put this in a 1 hour chat. You might wake up in the morning, and let's say as a trader, you come to the buy section and you buy, let's say, Bitcoin at this level. Let's say you have 1,000 US dollars. All together, you buy at this level at once. Before you know it, the market keeps on tumbling down like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it keeps on going down like this. Now, but another day, you might basically wake up, and before you know it, you have bought right here, and the market keeps on going up consistently. The goal of every trader is to basically be able to make profit when they buy and sell any cryptocurrency. But unfortunately, you cannot ascertain when to enter the market. So the biggest challenge that this product basically solves is to determine when to enter the market. The best time to enter was like here, then move out from here entirely. Right together. And the best time was to enter from here and get out from there entirely. But unfortunately, you can't tell when to do that entirely. So today I want to introduce you a very powerful concept that was designed by a group of people in Singapore called robotic trading. And to understand what we call robotic trading, I'm going to start by explaining what we call artificial intelligence. So everything a day trader goes through, a professional trader goes through, was got and put in a machine. This machine is supposed to basically do the work that you are supposed to do, sitting and reading candles on a daily basis. So it is built on what we call artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has been with us from the 1940s, but today, these applications have been put in what we call real life. So the designers of this product were able to basically get all the tactics and all the strategies that traders use and put them in one machine, a machine which can work 24 hours, 7 days a week entirely. And ladies and gentlemen, to basically make you understand what AI is, let me just read for you. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. So in simple terms, this machine is a trader, and you're going to benefit from it this way. Allow me to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, the one man behind the success of crypto in the whole world right now as I speak, called Royalq. Royalq Quantitative is an AI bot. And this product was designed in 2017 in mainstream China. And right now as I speak to you, it is basically creating a wave around the world. And what does it do? It is basically going to be able to trade the market, and you can set it whether you have knowledge in crypto trading or not entirely. So this robot, as you look at it right now, Q stands for quantitative, Royalq Quantitative. It is a mathematical bot. Your input that you need to basically put in is exactly numbers. So you don't have to worry about things like technical analysis or fundamental analysis, reading for Fibonacci charts and all those things, trend lines. This thing does it, this robot does it in real time for you, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And to acquire this bot, I'm going to show you at the end of the what? These slides entirely. So what does it do? It monitors trading 24 hours, 7 days a week. It knows when to buy and when to sell. Now, there are so many people who are trading right now, but they don't realize that this robot was set with algorithms to go into the market and buy and what? And sell. So guys, I want to repeat this. The robot knows when to buy and when to sell. It is a profit-taking bot. Once again, the name of the bot is called Royalq Quantitative. Now, it has basically put a stop to what we call scammers. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of sending your money to companies, websites, and individuals, and when they have challenges, before you know it, everything ends in tears, this is the real deal for you. You have your funds in your disposal. Anytime you want them, you want your funds, you can get them out of Binance or Huobi entirely. It trades directly from your crypto wallet using 2 exchanges entirely. And what I want to emphasize here is this, that this bot basically operates in what we call the spot markets. There are so many markets on Binance as well as crypto markets. There's what we call a futures market. This one can easily liquidate you. There's what we call a derivatives market. So many of these markets, it's very easy for you to get replenished entirely, and you lose everything at once. But in the spot market, this robot is trades different assets. And what I want to show you is this, that it is basically going to read the movements of these candles. It is going to enter the market when the price is on a downward trend and when it's on an upward trend. You don't have to worry about it. And it uses a concept called dollar cost averaging. In trading, we do not give guarantees, but I want you to understand one thing, that comfortably, on average, look at, when you're trading in the spot market, look at yourself, have what we call a long-term mindset. On a daily basis, we can basically say in between 0.1 to 10%. And in a monthly basis, that's between 22%, that's around 22% to 50% comfortably, both in a bear and bullish market. So, but understand one thing, this is you trading for yourself. Now, this robot called Royalq is connected through an API on Binance as well as Huobi. API stands for Application Programming Interface. So it is going to help you, one, get rid of the challenge of manual trading, of sitting on a computer every single day and watching charts like you don't have things to do. It is also going to read for you charts, candlesticks. It's also going to go ahead and read for you trend lines and indicators, what we call technical analysis. Then it's also going to get news in real time. When CNN basically comes up with news that China has banned crypto, it's going to pick that information using AI. When we hear that China has banned what we call Bitcoin mining, it's going to pick that information, integrates it within its system, and automatically it's going to execute trades based on that information in real time. And since it is a machine, ladies and gentlemen, machines don't need food. Machines don't need drinks. Machines don't need to sleep. Machines do not need motivations. Machines don't have emotions. And the biggest challenges that most people go through, even in trading, is basically emotions. Today, even as we do robotic trading, some guys are still getting in the way of the robot and putting emotions into the trading activity. Like I just told you, the robot does its trade depending on how the market is and based on the algorithm that it was built entirely. So since it is a machine, but before I even talk about that, this robot I'm talking about, you're going to acquire it for $120 for a whole year. This is a modest income. There are two types of robots on the market. There is an algorithm bot and what we call a quantitative bot. For an algorithm bot, you're basically going to be liquidated very easily if you're not very careful. It is designed with emotions like those of a human being. So through its applications like stop loss, it is going to basically reach a situation when the crypto is going down like this, and it reaches a point and it sells at a loss. What I want you to understand is that ours is a quantitative bot. All together? Ours is a quantitative bot. It is only involved in doing two things. One, it is going to read the market, and it's going to buy digital assets. When it buys a digital asset and the price goes up, it is going to sell it at a profit. Now, I want you to understand one thing. You will never lose the quantity of the asset you've bought entirely. When the price of Bitcoin goes down to 30,000 US dollars, the same amount of Bitcoin you will have, even when it comes to 60,000 US dollars, you will basically not lose the value entirely. What you will lose is the value, but you will not lose the quantity. So you need to have what we call a mindset of long-termism. So if you have one Bitcoin and it goes to 30,000 US dollars, it is okay. When it comes back to 60,000 US dollars, it is still one Bitcoin. So you will never make a loss while basically trading in the spot market entirely. So this machine, since it is a machine, it needs fuel. Where I come from in Africa, what we call, when you're buying fuel, it's called petrol. Altogether, when you go to the USA, people call it gas. Since it is a machine, it needs fuel. And what you're going to simply do is all your funds are put on Binance. Altogether. So out of those funds you've put on Binance, 20% of that income, you're going to put it in the Robotic smart contract wallet. And every time it executes a very successful trade for you, it is going to pay what we call a gas fee, focusing on that money you put in the asset section in the bot. I'm going to take you inside the bot to take a look at it entirely. So pretty much this machine is very effective. It is very safe. Why? Because it is instructed to do only two things. I'm going to show you. One, read the market as well as do spot and margin trading. Then the other thing, it will never liquidate your funds. The other thing is it is very efficient. In what sense? It works 24 hours, 7 days a week. Even when you go to sleep, it is going to still work in the market as you basically sleep. Even when you switch off data, the cloud servers at Royalq are always going to keep on trading for you. Even if you switch off your phone for the next 1 year, it is always going to buy those coins and sell in several cycles. Then there's what we call automation. All this trading is automated. You can set it for 1 year, for 1 month, for basically a whole week, and it will keep on buying the same asset and selling several times. So pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you through how the bot looks like entirely. If you're following me up to this level, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to raise up your hand right now. If you're following me up to this level, raise up your hand very fast before I proceed. I want to see whether people are following me up to this level. Raise up your hand. Fantastic, fantastic. I thought I was speaking to myself. Now, let me take you to these two apps. The first one that you need to have, this is where we trade from. Binance. Binance is the world's biggest crypto exchange, and we also work with another exchange called Huobi. So you can basically have one robot trading on two exchanges. And let me show you how it looks like. So the second one is called Huobi Global. So you can connect them to one robot and entirely get value for basically trading that market. Binance. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a referral link from a friend who added you here to download this robot onto your phone. So these are the two devices. These are the two places where we're able to basically trade. But before I even go to this robot, I want to show you something very small to just understand the credibility of the industry we're basically trading in. I just want you to understand one thing, that the crypto market is a very, very rich market. As someone who's basically entering into crypto, You need to get used to CoinGecko. You need to get used to CoinMarketCap. Well, right now, as I speak, the global coin market capitalization is up to 2.2 trillion US dollars. So we are operating in a $2 trillion industry. So we are not basically playing mediocre. And what you need to understand, there are over 13,000 cryptocurrencies on planet Earth. And these are basically traded on exchanges. Since they are assets, they need a place where to be traded entirely. So right now, as I speak, the topmost cryptocurrency is what we call Bitcoin, followed by Ethereum, followed by Binance, as well as Tether. And these rankings are basically provided depending on the volume that is transacted on a daily basis. If you look at Bitcoin right now, one Bitcoin is basically equivalent to 59,000. But as you can see right now, today in 24 hours, over 436,321 Bitcoins have been able to exchange hands. And this is up to 26 billion US dollars of money being exchanged in 24 hours. Guys, this is very huge. Ethereum, 3.6 million Ethereum has exchanged hands in 24 hours. So, and what you need to see, that is equivalent to 14.3 billion. Binance, this is the amount. Tether, USDT, this is a stable coin, up to 62 billion US dollars have been transacted today, worth of what? Tether USDT. But what I wanted you to take a look at, for credibility purposes, I want you to take a look at what we call the topmost exchanges where these cryptos are exchanged entirely. So the number one cryptocurrency exchange is what we call Binance. And in terms of volume, take note of the volume. In terms of volume, in 24 hours, over 23 billion US dollars has been transacted. So we work with two exchanges, one, Binance, and the second one is Huobi. So that is credibility. If you look at the volume transacted, it's 3.99 billion in a single day in Huobi. Binance, 23 billion. And if you look at Coinbase in USA, it is basically like at number 2. But I want you to understand that the industry you're operating in is what we call a $1 trillion industry. So ladies and gentlemen, let's enter the bot. And for you to basically take a look at how it looks like. This is how the app looks like. And the developers in Royalq are so technical, so organized, that they have made it simple for you to be able to understand, and also on a daily basis. For that modest $120, they are going to give you everything you might need entirely. From updates to basically a customer support system that is 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can be able to talk to customer support very easily with this bot entirely. So one other thing you need to understand is that as soon as you get your bot, the next place you're going to is to activate your account. And this is how the internal interface is. For those of you who have been with us for some time, the new adjustments, just go to Play Store, just basically do what we call upgrade. You just simply come to mine here and come to system setting. Make sure you have the latest version that has basically come out for you to be able to see the exact new platform and how it basically looks like. So in 24 hours, it gives you the volume that has been traded, the hottest coins that are basically performing very well. It is also the ones you're trading are showed in operation. This is a buy there for those who have been with us for a very long time. But now, what are we going to do right now up to this level? We are going to do what we call API binding. API binding is a system where two applications can be able to communicate to each other. So, and this API is basically provided by Binance, the exchange where you're basically trading from. And to simply, if you click on API binding, you're going to see that there is a secure internet protocol address where you can be able to go and basically pick a what? Pick an IP address. So when you get this IP address, you're going to go to Binance and create an API key and secret key. All together. So after that, automatically, where do you take it? You're going to basically take it to Binance. When you take it to Binance and you come to home and more, you're going to be able to connect that API. And the provider of the API is none other than Binance. What is an API? An API is basically a system that was created for two apps to be able to communicate to each other. So I'm going to show you the two functions. So you simply label the robot name here. You type Royalq here if you've never done it. And then after that, you create your API. So when you click on create API, this is what you're going to get right here. You're going to get an API key. You're also going to get a security key. Simply click on that arrow, and you're going to be able to get those details. So the secret key is right here, and the API key is right there. So you pick it and take it too. But what I wanted to show you here is the instructions this robot is basically given to do. Now, the other IP address I picked is supposed to be put in this section, restrict access to trusted IPs only. And this robot is instructed to do only two things. One, enable read the market, as well as enable margin and spot trading. It is not permitted to enable withdrawals. It is not permitted to do loans, repay transfers, as well as universal transfers and vanilla options. So it stops at these two functions entirely. So those of you who have been worrying that won't it liquidate my money in Binance, not at all. These are the two instructions that the API was created to be able to execute while using the robot. Let's go back to our bots. And there are two ways basically you can benefit from this bot. One, you can basically benefit by trading for yourself, but I like to simplify things. You can simply benefit by manually trading for yourself, by setting the manuals, by putting up the settings manually, or you can do what we call, you can set it using what we call copy trade. And inside the quantitative section right here in the bot, you're going to access two versions. One, there is a professional version and a general version. By professional version, we mean that these are the coins that are selected that are performing very well in real time right now. When you click on them, they are performing better than the ones in general. Altogether, you can see that the market is red most of the time. So these ones in professional should be the ones you should pick first before you go to the ones in general. So Royalq picked 70 good coins from Binance, 70 good coins. And then when you pick Bobby, it provides you up to 63 good coins. So you have a big array, and all this is done in real time entirely. But how do you put on your professional mode? Simply come to mine right here, and then you switch on what we call professional edition. And that's when you basically are able to access the professional edition. So let me begin by showing you, this is a product. It helps you trade the crypto market. I've showed you that it's very hard for someone who's a day trader to determine when to enter the market. He might enter the market, let's say from here, and the price keeps on going up like this. But there's a challenge. He might enter from here and the market keeps on tumbling for several weeks or months entirely. And before you know it is liquidated. So what this robot is doing, it is solving that problem for you and making sure that in different directions where you basically, the market is moving, it is able to trade and make for you money in both directions. So it's going to make you money when the cryptos are going down. It's also going to make you money when the cryptos are going where? Up. So let me begin with the simplest way you can be able to trade with this bot. One, you can do what we call copy trade. Copy trading is basically found in what we call Circle. Inside Circle, all you need to learn are two things. One, the first buy amount and the number of coins you want to trade. So these guys you see here, Marvel, Risk Divide, Auto Sultan, Real Sultan, iRocket, USDT, Royal Blade, over 100 basically copy trade suppliers. Captain QQ, these guys are experienced traders. They understand what they are doing. So all you need to do is enter their circle. And how do you join their circle? Just simply come and click to join, apply to join. You'll be able to enter their circle and access their information in real time. But for copy trading purposes, I prefer to recommend Captain QQ. Why? Because his trading ideology rhymes very well with me. And I know it gives a lot of results. And within his member circle, he has over 100,000 people who basically oftentimes copy trade his strategy in due time entirely. And the other thing I need to emphasize is that from the time he started applying this copy trade strategy, up to 20,277% of profit has been achieved entirely. But how do you become a copy trade supplier? You need to have achieved 1,000% in profitability for you to get the rights to supply your strategy. So, but the amount of people who have been basically trading and copying this strategy, he has been able to produce up to 27,277%. Guys, this is very huge. And what I'm talking about is basically has been achieved either from April this year up until right now. So that's around 6 months. So this is the percentage he has been able to achieve. And before I even go to copy trade, he is also going to give you tools you can use to basically choose your assets entirely. If you look at these charts, they are going to give you the kind of the starting amount you can start trading with him, and then the first buy amount you should be able to put in. Before I even talk about this robot uses a concept called dollar cost averaging. And dollar cost averaging is a very powerful concept. And if you use it as a trader, it's going to benefit you. Let me explain it like this. In dollar cost averaging, simply, you're telling this bot, let me come to Ethereum. You're telling, as a trader in dollar cost averaging, instead of entering with $1,000 all at once, let's say you enter from here, $1,000 at once. In dollar cost averaging, we are saying enter with 10% of that $1,000. Right together? Such that if you enter from here with $100, 10% of $1,000 is $100, and the market falls on Tuesday, you can still have $100 to what? To be able to enter the market. Instead of entering with $1,000, and before you know it, by the time you're here, it has wiped you out entirely. Right together? Then another day you can sell me enter with $300. Another day you can sell me enter with $400. Even as you reach here, you still have enough capital. And the only direction when a coin is going down is it can only basically go up. And when it goes up, you start making a lot of profit, because when you buy a crypto when it's on the dip, you get more quantity and cheaper. And when it goes up, you sell in profit, like I'm going to show you. So this robot has an inbuilt-in strategy called dollar cost averaging. And to understand what we call dollar cost averaging, let me just use this chart. The trading capital, you can start with is $225, and the first buy amount is actually $15. So they got $15 as the first buy amount. So if you want to know what percentage you entered the market with, get $225, divide by the $15, the first buy amount. It will tell you the percentage you entered the market using dollar cost averaging. So this is his chart, and this is his tool you can use. If you have, let's say, $3,000 you want to trade, your first buy amount should be $15, and then you can select up to 14 coins. If you have $9,000 you want to trade, you can basically start with $30 as your first buy amount, and then you can select up to 20 coins. Then when we come down here, if you, let's say you have $20,000 you can enter with $70 as your first buy amount. You can also select up to 20 coins. But if you have $36,000 you can enter with $120 as the first buy amount, and you can trade 20 coins. Now, we are going to use 36,000 as the example to explain this entirely. So how do you set a trade if you have $36,000? So to copy trade, you're going to come here on that arrow, the percentage. When you click on that arrow, it will take you to this section. And as you can see, these are the coins this guy has been trading and the percentage he has been able to generate with them. So the next thing you're going to do is you come to click to sync strategy. So like we said, we are trading $36,000. So remember the first buy amount you just need to put here is $120. And the number of strategies, he said you can trade up to 20 coins. Now, every time this guy makes profit for you in the market, he's going to charge you 1% of the profits. So it is as simple as that. So when you come down here, you click on sync strategy. So after doing that, automatically you'll have 20 coins within your what? Within your home section or the quantitative section in your what? In your Royalq bot entirely. So that is how you do copy trade. It's like setting up your machine once and you go to basically sleep and rest entirely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have followed me up to that level and you feel you can copy trade, just raise up your hand. I want to see 5 people raising up their hand, and then I can take it on to what we call manual setting. I'll set one coin, and then we can call it a day. Fantastic, fantastic. So it is as simple as setting up your DSTV. It's as simple as, because every machine, much as it is a semi-automatic machine, but you need to do certain things, like setting the parameters and all those things at once. So the goal of copy trading is this. When you do copy trade, learn to basically get trade parameters that these people are using so that you can also start doing the settings manually by yourself. So the principle of trading with this robot is this. You buy low, you sell high. So using that parameter of buy low, sell high, I just want us to come and select a coin which is lower in what? In percentage. If you look at this, you can see Matic is at negative 4.7, Quantum is at negative 3.25, SLP is at negative 5.8, Solana is at negative 5.1. And looking at this analysis, the best coin to select right now as I speak is what we call Solana, because it is lower. And since it is deep down lower, the only direction it can take is basically an upward trend entirely. So I'm going to basically make an example of manually setting this bot using $110 trading Solana. So you click on Solana, and the next thing you want to do is you come to trade settings. Now let us say I am trading $200. All together? Okay, for the benefit of people who want to test the system, let me trade with $110 because I've already talked about $36,000. How do you put in trade settings manually? I just want you to understand one thing. What I am giving you is an idea. You can basically design your strategies. You can set the robot any way you want. Why? Because it was designed to listen to your instructions. So you'll come here and say, Mr. Bot, I want to trade Solana, but I have $110. And my first buy amount, I want to first put in $10 altogether. How do you get the first buy amount? What I normally do is I'll get $110 and basically divide it by 10. So that means I'm going to get 11 what? 11 margin calls. So the first buy amount using dollar cost averaging is I'm going to first enter with $10. And then, Mr. Bot, I want you, every time Solana keeps coming down, I want you to buy for me up to, because if you get $110 divided by 10, that is what? That is up to 11 margin calls. So in here, this being the first margin call, this other one, you're basically going to put 10 margin calls. And then the next section is call position take profit ratio. So you're telling this robot that if this coin goes up, Solana goes up like this, Mr. Bot, I want you, when it hits 1.3%, kindly go ahead and basically trigger selling. But when it comes down by 0%, okay, when it comes down by, in fact, don't even wait for 0%. This is how I'll put in my settings. I will put in the normal robotic settings. And then the other thing is I'm going to put 0.1 personally. So I'm telling the bot that if this coin goes up like this, it's 1.3%. Kindly trigger profit taking. But if it comes down by 0.1%, kindly take my profit in form of USDT and let it stay on Binance. Now, what I want to emphasize is this. It is easier for you to get 1.3% in the market more than you put in 10% as the amount you're looking for in the market entirely. It is very easy for you to get 1.3. Let me just show you using a chart on Binance here. Now, right now, Ethereum is at $4,000 altogether. I want us to see if we are basically, because if you look at this chart widely, I want us, Ethereum is $4,009. Take a look at this number. I want us to basically get 10% of what? 10% of 4,006 is actually $400. So for you to get 10%, it has to grow by 4,400 what? Dollars. And I want you to basically see why get looking for smaller percentages is easy. I want you to look at the charts up here. The last time $4,400 was ever executed. Take a look at those percentages. The last time it ever reached $4,400. This is 4,097. This is 4,156. This is 4,200, almost coming closer. This is 4,200. So I want you to take note of this. It might basically take a whole month or a week, because if I look at this, if I look at this candle right here and come to the date right here, you're going to notice that we are now in October. It was on the 20th. Already almost 4 days are gone. Let's proceed on entirely. Let's look for 4,000. Here it was at 3,900. We come down here. This was on the 17th. That is a week gone. So what I'm trying to tell you that it is easy for you to look for 1.3% of $4,000. 1.35%. Let me just calculate here to just make you understand how this is entirely. So what is 1.3%? It is easier to get 1.3% of $4,000, which is equivalent to $52. So it's easier for you to get plus 4,000 It's easier for you to get this price going to 4,052 more than it is going to 4,400. So this robot is telling you technically that instead of looking for 10% in the market and spend months and weeks without getting a single trade, simply tell this robot that when you basically get a 1.3% as profit, when you get 1.3%, kindly sell and let me have my profit in form of USDT. So I've explained this. Kindly never switch on open double positions. This means that if you open double positions, you want to basically buy $10 times 2. So if you're trading $110, you must have $220 for you to trigger open double positions. So leave it the way it is. So I've explained this. I've also explained this. So when it comes down at 0.1, let's take profit. Then you're going to tell the robot, Mr. Bot, when the price goes up like this and it comes, when it hits 1.3%, trigger profit taking. But when it comes 0.1%, kindly basically take my profit and bring it back in form of USDT. But what do we mean by buy in callback? When it comes to 0.2%, buy again. And it's exactly going to do that entirely. So I will basically leave 0.3% right here. Then the other thing is sub position take profit callback. I will leave it the way this one is entirely. So similarly, I'll put this 0.1. Are we together? Hope you follow me. So the last thing I'm going to set is this, the margin configuration. Remember, we are setting $100. Now, these are the settings that were inside here. But depending on how the market is, for the first margin call up to the fourth margin call, personally, since it's the downward trend, I want to get out of these margin calls very fast. So I'll leave this at 1%. And then I also leave this at 1%. Every time it falls by 1%, let us buy one time. That is one time moves $10. When the market again falls by 1%, let's buy one time. Falls by 1%, let's buy one time. So meaning I want the first 4 margin calls to sell to get out as fast as possible. And the reason I'm doing that is because they sell as a unit. But from the 5th margin call downwards, together, from the 5th margin call downwards, this is what we call the sub-bin mode. It sells independently. Whenever it takes profit, 1.3%, it sells independently. But the first 4 margin calls, this is what we call the warehouse mode. So they basically sell together. And this is why sometimes if you have 4 margin calls, you might see yourself in floating loss for a long time because it has not yet taken profit. So from the 5th margin, I'll leave it at buy one time, 2.5%. We buy also one time. Then 3%, let's buy one time. On the 8th call, when it basically goes down by 3.5%, let's buy one time. Make this robot your friend, give it instructions the way you feel fit. Just like you give instructions to your washing machines. Are we together? When it falls by 5%, okay, 4.5%, let's buy one time. So my intention of these settings is this. Let's calculate what we call the margin call drop. This is what we call the margin call drop. Every time it keeps on falling down. Are we together? This is 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 6%, 8.5%. And this is 11.5%. This is 15%, 19%, 19%. This is 23. Even if this coin falls by 23.5%, this robot should be able to work in those dips entirely. So after doing that, click on confirm. After clicking on confirm, you come and basically set the distributed take profit ratio. And I normally prefer to leave this the way it is, but I'm going to leave it in the default settings of the robot, which is 1.3%. Like we said, it is easier for you to get 1.3% in the market. And this is what we call the sub-bin mode. It's easier to get this profit 1.3% more than you can look for 10%. So like I said, from the 5th position downwards, they sell as a unit. And what is going to happen is this, you confirm and go ahead and come up here. And then you click save. After clicking save, before even, the next point you're going to come to is what we call a strategy mode. When you come to strategy mode, make sure that it is in sub-bin mode real time and settlement. If you had set from the 1st margin call up to the 4th, you would have left it at warehouse mode. Now, what most people do when they're doing their settings, they do not basically check the strategy mode. You might put in 10 margin calls and you leave it in the sub-bin mode, where wholesale mode, and you basically end up losing it. So leave it at sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Then please confirm. So since we want this coin to trade for us even when we are sleeping, this is a dual button. I want to leave it in cycle. So when you click on cycle, this is going to change to cycle. And this is also a dual button. But this robot also gives you an opportunity to sell internally. The only time you'll ever make a loss with this robot is when you sell manually, because the robot does not take a loss. Then the other thing is, you can also buy, because as the cryptos keep on coming down like this, let's say you bought from here with $500. When it comes deeper, you'll get more quantity of that coin if you put in another $500, and the price basically goes up like this entirely. So if you want to make mega profits, come and buy from the deeper. And how do you do that? You use what we call manual replenishment or manual buy. So when you click on buy, automatically it will show you either buy from market price or at a bigger price entirely. So after setting all those things at once, you click on start your trade. So you need to just confirm your coin. And the other thing you're going to do is, after a short while, when you come back this side, you're going to see that the order has already done what? Entered. So I've bought Solana, and this is the quantity I've been able to buy. But it is as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I was using that example to basically show you how to set the trade. It's about take profit. But for now, I did not allocate capital to that coin entirely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in one shot. So if you want it to sell one shot altogether, and then put stop margin calls, such that it doesn't keep on buying dips. Remember, I put in 10 margin calls, 11 margin calls. So when you put it in stop margin calls, it will not buy again. And when it sells, it will get out of the market as fast as possible. The money comes back in form of USDT. So ladies and gentlemen, there are two ways of trading. There is copy trading, and then there is what we call manual setting of the what? Of the bot. And inside the robot, you're basically going to get a report of what is happening exactly in real time in your bot. And this report appears here. Some people think that they can withdraw this money from right here, but you cannot. So you come to revenue section to see how the robot is performing, either on a daily basis or basically on a weekly basis. And this is a report. Today, the time here in East Africa is around 7 p.m. That is the time in Hong Kong a new day has come, which is 26. But you can see that even on 26, I've already made $1, $1.7. And this is the number of time this robot has been able to sell coins like Ion, HBAR. So what I'm trying to show you here is this. Shiba has been on a rampage the whole day. This robot does what we call high frequency trading. High frequency trading. It buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells several times in a single day. And you can see that today I was able to make $20. Some of you might ask, how much capital are you using? I prefer not to answer that question, because even the capital I'm using, not all of it gets exhausted at once. So you can see that Shiba has sold one time here. Ion has sold, Shiba. Shiba has been on a rampage the whole day. The news on Shiba have been bullish. Here I sold some Doge altogether. So Dogecoin, Shiba. Shiba has been on a rampage. I just want you to understand one thing. All you need is to set the parameters once, switch off your phone, go and sleep, check a few hours later, and pretty much that's it entirely. So the other thing you just need to do is basically, for you who are getting started, you'll basically come and pick your USDT wallet here, and then you can deposit your USDT wallet here. How much do you deposit? Is actually $120 to activate your bot. After activating with $120, automatically you can bind it to Binance and start trading right away. You can trade for the whole month, or you can trade even yearly, or you can even check on a daily basis. But this is the finest way, and we call it the blockchain miracle wonder. This is the best way for you to make money as a novice in the crypto space. So, ladies and gentlemen, I beg to stop there and hand over to the next speaker to basically take us from there. I hope I did a good job. If you believe I did a good job, I want you to raise up your hand and I can stop right here. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And over to you, Brother Ernest, our MC. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing. I'm not disappointed. I'm glad you guys throughout the course learned so much about how we can utilize the bot to make the most of it. So on the other line, I wanted to share with you more, or from sharing this idea with your friends who have online, a very, very fine gentleman who got started with it about 5 months ago, has really done wonders. He was able to share this with 5,000 people. Can you imagine that? Helping them. Those are 5,000 families whose life is changed forever. And of course, he's blessed because of that. He's a doctor by profession, although retired a few years back to be able to do something bigger, which is his calling to help realize better life. And he's based out of Masaka here in the Pearl of Africa. Not further ado, kindly, Coach Julius, can you hear me? Julius, are you on the line? Yes, can you hear me? Yes, I see. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. I think he's having technical issues with his mic. Coach Julius, can you hear us? Oh, yes, I can see you there. Welcome, welcome. We're waiting for you, Leader Julius. Welcome. Take it away.
Right. That's a minute.
All right.
Okay, yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen across the world. My name is Julius, and I'm just going to use the shortest time possible to break it away and also to share my story because of time, because we have taken a little bit longer. I want to thank the first presenter for taking us through the understanding of how the boat works. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, before I take you through the last part of the session, I want to share my screen and take you through my humble story. Then I break you into the last part of the session because of time. Okay, all right, okay. My name is Julius. I come from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And before I saw this business, it was on the 12th, ladies and gentlemen, of June 2021 when I was invited. Why was I invited, ladies and gentlemen? I had suffered. And I had suffered the following consequences, ladies and gentlemen. Why was I miserable about life? Ladies and gentlemen, I had done what they call returns on investment. And I had invested 16,530 US dollars in this project. I met a friend of mine on WhatsApp, and this friend of mine shared this opportunity with me. He told me, once you invest in this platform, they pay you 240% per second. Ladies and gentlemen, I realized I would get my dream car. I realized I'm going to live the most expensive lifestyle. I realized, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to have the best that anybody has never thought about. You know what? I went back home in the village. I sold land and I came and invested, ladies and gentlemen, 16,000 US dollars in this return on investment. How did I know it will end in tears? Ladies and gentlemen, these guys did not stop there. They allowed me to withdraw $7,492, and they told me I needed to invest. What did I do? I went back, searched for some money, and I invested again $9,218, ladies and gentlemen, so that I could be able to withdraw, ladies and gentlemen, $7,492. Up to now, since the April of this year, ladies and gentlemen, I withdrew the money. It is still pending. So I was sick and tired of returns on investment. But like one gentleman said, what is coming is better than what has gone. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not stop there. I invested in another return on investment. This company was known as the Green Gold, and this one had the heavy promises. And it had the heavy promises that it would be able to pay us for the next 12 years. I planted the trees. I opened up 31 accounts in this company, and I made sure I maximized the opportunity back to the fullest, ladies and gentlemen. But how did I know that this one also ended in tears? I was sick and tired. I was sick and tired. I was sick and tired. I was sick and tired of returns on investment. But like one gentleman says, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most causes of failure is the habit of quitting when you are overtaken by temporary defeat. Let me stop these messages. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. When I read this comment from Napoleon Hill that says one of the most common causes of failure is the habit of quitting when one is taken by temporary defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, I made this my topic. Forget the failures and keep the lessons. What were the lessons? I shall never in my life, I shall never in my life send my money to any platform. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, very clearly. I shall never in my life send money to any platform when money is leaving my wallet. Having made that decision, I was puzzled. A friend of mine gave me a call to travel to the main city of Uganda, and that's Kampala. I come from a city that's around 360 kilometers from that city to this city. And this city, ladies and gentlemen, is known as Masaka City, where the Incredibles come from. And ladies and gentlemen, I saw life was puzzled and confused. But remember, I had to forget the failures and I had to keep the lessons. I had never to do any mistake of sending my money to anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I made a decision and I became part of the best platform, a trading bot with an experience of 4 years since it has been made, ladies and gentlemen. And that trading bot, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Royalq. After having done this business for the 8 days, ladies and gentlemen, I became the first rank. Like I'm going to break it down very, very fast for you, ladies and gentlemen. I joined and I got the first rank of the business, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the rank of V2. Like I'm going to explain the next few minutes. I got my laptop, ladies and gentlemen. I placed my laptop like you see it there. I placed my laptop like you see it there on a piece of paper. I call it a piece of paper and a dust bin for my clothes. And I started to share the business with my friends because I had lost and I had gone to zero. I had lost and I had really nothing. I had lost and everything had gone. And I was sick and tired of sending my money to anyone like I've explained. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I started the business. Life was hard because I had lost everything in my previous investment. And I had made a decision, ladies and gentlemen, that my life will get better, if not now, but now this time around. So I started the business and I started to start sharing the opportunity with so many friends. As I was doing the business, I landed on this quote that I would love so much to talk about before I take you to the last part. Hot industries to make money. I'd seen the robots were the leading, and I had now purchased the robot. I made myself learn what I'm supposed to do, and I took over this business to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 4 months of doing this business. My life has turned around 360 degrees, 24 hours, 460 days, ladies and gentlemen. Look, a person that was confused, ladies and gentlemen, the person that was sick and tired, confused 4 months ago, today is 128 days, ladies and gentlemen. Look, this is where I stay right now. Ladies and gentlemen, through the business I've done for the last 4 months, I have a location here in my city. And 4 months in the business, ladies and gentlemen, I've been able to purchase myself a new ride. I believe you can be part of this business and make extraordinary money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to break it down for you in the next few minutes. When you get started with Royalq, ladies and gentlemen, there is an important part. They say, share the link. Woo, share the link. Ladies and gentlemen, you start as a V1. When you tap on your link and tell your friend about the opportunity, you earn 30 USDT. I said, what? When I share my link and you download the app of Royalq and let it buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high for you, I earn $30. Ladies and gentlemen, I instantly shared, ladies and gentlemen, my link to many friends. And on my first day, the first person made a decision and got started in this business. How did I know that I had discovered an opportunity that I share once and earn forever? I don't know why you get started into businesses of sharing, but one of my reasons is time and financial freedom. Like I'll break it down for you in my next simple slide. Ladies and gentlemen, you earn 20%. Whenever the robot trades for you, it takes a performance fee of 20%. And on this 20%, ladies and gentlemen, you also get paid on the same money. What does it mean? Imagine someone makes $100. Okay, let me use red. Okay, someone makes $100 because it makes profit of $100. And because they used your link to register, you'll earn 4% of this, which is $4. Imagine you are earning $4 of this. Whenever they make $100, you make $4. Whenever they make $100, you make $4. I told myself, I will tell my neighbors, I will tell everybody in my WhatsApp so that they can have an application. Because before, ladies and gentlemen, like you could see, if this is my phone, ladies and gentlemen, I have thousands of applications and I don't earn on them. How did I know? I had found a magic application known as Royalq that I do API. I connect to my Binance account, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? It prints money every second. Wait a minute. I'm explaining the power of sharing. Partners in business across the world. My name is Julius Kabanda from Uganda. I want to inform you, when you share the link, ladies and gentlemen, with only 3 friends, and work with them and have 20 people. And the formula for sharing is simple. If you want to become a V2, I've become a V2 today again. And I was testing the formula. The formula is simple. Share your link with 4 people, get back your 120. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, once you get started and you share the link with 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, times the $30 that you are paid on that, you get back your 120. I've never seen a quick, fast business like Royalq. You get back your 120, and your 120 is a return of your purchase of the robot. And remember, it will work for you for a full year. So you share with 3 and have a team of 20, ladies and gentlemen. Immediately this happens, ladies and gentlemen, you get paid $40. Today, I usually love to talk about, I call it result period business. Ladies and gentlemen, today when I became a V2, okay, just a minute. When I became a V2, where are you? Where are you, my beloved V2 rank? Okay, let me share, just a minute, okay. What's happening with my network? All right, okay, I'll not take time. Okay, here it is. Today, I ranked up on, I'm a V5 by rank, but a few days ago when I became V5, I said I'm going to become a V2 in 3 days. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my link, shared it with 4 people, and I told you this for please, the formula is simple. Yes, the robot will trade for us in a Binance account. Yes, the robot will keep giving us profit, but let us maximize. Get back your 120 since you have started. And you know, my friends have made a decision. Each of them, ladies and gentlemen, has shared with 4. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I earned my first $40 when I shared with 1 person more. And as I speak right now, I'm seated on a V2 rank in this business. What am I saying? It is a peculiar business. Now imagine, these 20 that are under me today, ladies and gentlemen, whenever they are trading, I'm now no longer earning 20% as a V1. I'm now earning 30%. 30%. And it is not one single. Remember, the robot trades 100 times a day. 100 times a day. Whenever I trade, I get paid 30%. This is huge. 30% on the 20% profit sharing. Okay. Next. On the 3, add on 2. I've never seen an opportunity where you don't begin afresh. On 3, add on 2 to be 5. So that's why I'm saying very, very soon I'm becoming a V3. Okay, on 3, add on 2, let them be 5. And help 3 people. I've already identified the 3 here that I started. On the 3, these ones, help them become V2. I hope next week I'll be creating my first V2 on this new rank, ladies and gentlemen, and build a team of 100 people. And build a team of 100 people. And once you do this, now you'll shift. I can't wait to share my link on V3, ladies and gentlemen, and earn $50. Share a link and $50. Why do I share? because of my past experience of losing my 16,000 US dollars on a return on investment. I believe nobody else in this world should send their money to any platform if their money is leaving their wallets. And that's why I aggressively go outside there and talk to everybody, man, about the business. And why do I share? Because I believe they should stop looking for platforms that pretend to tell them they will become rich fast. Partners in business, I had a dream to buy myself a G-Wagon car. And when someone invited me to a platform that pays over 240%, I believed that I could buy it the next day. I lost my land because I sold my land to join a platform to become rich fast. That is awkward. Now look, you share the link. Let the robot quantitatively trade for them, ladies and gentlemen. And you'll be earning $50. You don't stop here. Whenever it buys, whenever it sells, whenever it buys, whenever it sells, you earn 40%. What? I can't wait to be a V3 again. I can't wait. And for you to be a next rank of V4, ladies and gentlemen, on the 5, add on 8. On the 5, add on 3 to be 8. Help these 3 become V3s. And how do you become a V3 very fast? The formula is simple, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who joins your team, tell them, share with 4. Who are the 4? Your mother, your grandpa, your grandma, your aunt, your cousin, your brother, your sister. Do everybody that have a smartphone, ladies and gentlemen, do everybody that have a smartphone have the application? That's the question. And my formula is simple. I want to thank my second phone for qualifying for V2. Thank you so much, my second phone, for being a V2. Now, the other question I was asking myself, do all your phones have the application? Because I was asking my other third phone, because it is V1, to hurry up and become V2 too, so that it can consume more profit, more money as the robots are working. So do everybody in your family have the financial tool? Because if you don't have ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat this very clearly. When you open your phone, you don't see these 2 apps, you have a problem. I want to make it clear. If you open your phone, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't have these 2 apps, you have a problem. Why? Because they print money. I'm very serious. They print money. I will show you as I come to the end. Partners in business across the world. Hey. When you become a V4, you have a team of 300, you are earning, ladies and gentlemen, $60. $60 whenever you share your link. Imagine. And you are earning 50%, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about 50% on the 20%. You are even earning more than the robot manufacturer. Now, on the 8, add on 4 and be 12, ladies and gentlemen, and you become a V5. Now, I'll show you the problem, because my first phone is a V5. I'll show you the problem it is suffering from. Ladies and gentlemen, help 3 people become V4. Have 800 team members. On these 800, when you share your link, you earn $65. You earn 55%. Whenever this robot is trading for these people, the little profit they earn, the robot gets off 20% and it pays you 55%. The knock of the nugget, ladies and gentlemen, is at V6. And at V6, ladies and gentlemen, on the 12, add on A to be 20. Help 3 people become V5, have 1,500 team members, and when you share your link, you earn $70, ladies and gentlemen. You earn 60%. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge, and this is huge. Now let me make it clear. Where are the money making tools? Okay, here they are. I'll open my Royalq. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said, this account is a V5. Look at the platform. It is reading $1,896. That could not cause you excitement, because it is too much money for me. But what makes me excited with my first phone that is a V5 and my second phone that is a V2 are the following one. Ladies and gentlemen, every second as I'm speaking to you at 20:00:54, if we check the time, It is 2001 up here. Up here. Check this. There is some money. 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 There is some money comes per second. Money comes per second. Money. I was jealous when I was still watching football. When I saw players like Lionel Messi getting paid per second, I said, God, could you bring an opportunity that could allow us, ladies and gentlemen, to earn per second? Here is Royalq. But what makes it a fantastic application are the repeated withdrawals, ladies and gentlemen, that you can take any time you want. I've never seen an opportunity that the withdrawals are not pending. You know, I've done businesses where the withdrawals are pending. Up to now, I'm still waiting for the 7,000 I invested. Oh my God, look, I've been withdrawing by withdrawing and withdrawing and withdrawing. And what amazes me, it reaches your wallet in a second. In a second. In a second. In a second. Okay? That's why I'm saying it is important for you to share the link. And 4 months in business, ladies and gentlemen, let me go to the rewards. Let me go to the rewards. I want to go to the rewards. When I started, it is 37,272 US dollars, ladies and gentlemen, that I've made in this business. But when I started, my first share was only $30. It is $37,272, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to what amazes me. It has been increasing. I cannot explain too much about the earnings because they put me down. I've seen days I make 1,300. I've seen days I make $700. I've seen days I make 400. I've seen days I make $500. I've seen days I make $700. I've seen days I make $900, $908. I've seen days that, ladies and gentlemen, a $1,000, a $1,054. But what makes me touched, ladies and gentlemen, are the percentages that keep on coming every second whenever the robot trades for the people. This makes my day. Imagine today, from the robot trading for other people, ladies and gentlemen across the world, from the robot trading for other people across the world, I've been able to make myself $155. Now, this is not my trading profit. This is a percentage from the 20%, ladies and gentlemen, from the robot trading for other people. And the formula is simple. The formula is simple, ladies and gentlemen. What is the formula? The formula is simple. Why is this one? Okay, don't misbehave. The formula is simple. Share the link with 4. Let robots trade for them. You earn $30. Let the 4 share with 4. As long as the 4 keep on sharing with 4, you are V2, and you are V3, you are V4, you are V5, you are V6. The formula is simple. Share your link when you get started with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Share the link with 1, 2, 3, 4. Teach them to share the link with 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be amazed with how much money you can make per minute, per hour, per second. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for the amazing time, short minutes you have given me. My name is Julius. I come from Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, here in Masaka. Okay, it has been an amazing sharing this evening, and I want to go back to the MC. Are you there?
Yes, Julius, I mean, come on, man. This is crazy. Me want to wake up right now and start sharing more. I start afresh like I never got started. Thank you so much for such an inspirational story. Obviously, from where you began, from being on a dustbin and a piece of paper. If there's anyone out there who has any doubt that this is possible, the story of Julius is so powerful. It is an inspiration and a testament that yes, it's possible if you believe. So all the way from Masaka in Uganda to Italy, and Mr. Gentleman to bring in some 2 people in Russia. So let me invite Mr. Andrea all the way to come and invite the 2 other guests who will have a interpreter because being international Zoom, there are people who have to speak other languages. So yes, let's call up Mr. Andrea. Mr. Andrea, can you hear us? Mr. Andrea, you're on the we're waiting for you so that you can invite the 2 other guests.
Ciao a tutti.
They are speaking.
Nicola, sei pronta?
are you?
Hi everyone. I don't speak English. Wait a moment. Nicole?
Welcome. Thank you for taking over.
Yeah. Wait a moment. How we say? Ok, Nicole, apri l'audio. Ah.
Ok, do you hear me? Mi senti?
Sì, sì, vai.
Ok.
Scusate, ma io non parlo inglese. Ciao, sono Andrea dall'Italia. Vai, Nicole.
He can't speak English, so I will do that for him. He's Andrea from Italia.
Sono veramente felice di poter portare oggi qui la mia testimonianza nella mia esperienza in Royalq.
He is very happy to testify that his experience, so let's continue.
Faccio complimenti a tutti per la presentazione, veramente molto bella e molto energica. Vai, Nicole.
I congratulate to everyone for the convention. So thank you to everyone.
Io ho conosciuto Royalq grazie a un ragazzo dell'Eritrea attraverso Messenger. Vai, Nicole.
I have known Royalq from a guy from Eritrea by Messenger.
E ho cominciato con Royalq 3 mesi fa.
I've started 3 months ago.
Ok. Da subito ho capito dentro la mia mente che c'era un'opportunità grande da prendere. Vai.
I immediately understood that there was a great opportunity to take.
E quando ho visto che non c'era rischio e che il robot continuava a darmi profitti, che il mio credito in Binance aumentava. Vai, Nicole.
Ok.
Ci sei, Nicole?
When I saw that when I saw that there was no risk and I continued to earn money,
ho deciso di iniziare a condividere questa fantastica opportunità con i miei amici e con tutte le persone che conoscevo. Vai.
I decided to share this opportunity with everyone I know.
E ora sono a livello V4 in sole 6 settimane. Traduci tutto però, Nicole.
And now in only 6 weeks, I'm in the...
Non ti sento. Nicole, ci sei? Nicole, ci sei?
level V4.
Ok.
Non mi senti?
Non si è sentito, ripeti. E ora sono la V4 in soli 6 settimane. Ah. Che cazzo.
Here he is saying he's now V4 in, is that 8 weeks?
Ok, attiva l'audio.
Ok, I'm here.
Attiva, Nicole. Scusate, c'erano problemi di audio.
He was saying that he is now in level V4 in only 6 weeks.
Ok. E soltanto dopo sono venuto a conoscenza che sono stato il primo V4 in tutta Europa.
And
Vai.
only later on, I find out that I was the only one who reached the level V4 in only 6 weeks.
Questo mi ha fatto capire quanta ancora strada abbiamo davanti in questo fantastico progetto che si chiama Royalq. Vai.
This made me understand that we have a lot of street to do in this project.
Un V4 può guadagnare da 300 USDT al giorno a 800 USDT al giorno. Vai.
A level V4 can earn from 300 to 800. Cos'era la moneta?
300-800 al giorno. Dollari.
Dollar a day.
Ok. E in questo momento mondiale di sofferenza, vai.
And in this really painful situation,
Ho fatto di Royalq la mia missione.
I made Royalq my mission.
Perché tante persone hanno bisogno di conoscere Royalq nel mondo per poter migliorare la loro vita. Tante persone sono in difficoltà. Vai.
Because really lots of people need to know this project to have an opportunity to have a better life.
Quindi dobbiamo, è un dovere dell'essere umano parlare col mondo dell'opportunità Royalq, perché abbiamo tanta strada da fare e tante persone da aiutare. Non smettiamo di sognare. Vai, Nicole.
So we have to talk with the world about this opportunity with Royalq because we have a long way to go.
Come vedete, ce la possono fare tutti. Io non parlo inglese, non ho avuto la possibilità di studiare. Vai.
As you can see, everyone can make it. For example, I don't speak English. I don't have a really high grade with the school. So it's really up to everyone.
Ma oggi, grazie alla mia mente aperta, al mio mindset, posso guadagnare $400 al giorno e aiutare tante persone nel mondo. Vai.
But now, with my mindset, I can really earn $300 a day.
Tutte le persone che stanno parlando con me in questo momento, che mi stanno ascoltando, possono diventare V6. Vai, Nick.
Everyone that listen to me now can reach the level V6.
Non aspettate, partite subito con Royalq e realizzate i vostri sogni.
Don't wait. Start now with Royalq and reach your dream.
Ora saluto tutti e vi do il benvenuto in questa fantastica opportunità, in questo fantastico mondo, in this fantastic world Royalq. Vai, Nico.
Now, I say hi to everyone and welcome in this project. Bye.
Bye.
Grazie mille, Andrea. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation.
Thank you.
I recognize the presence of our leader from Kenya, leader Sarah. Thank you so much for gracing this call. We appreciate your leadership and your support on this. Now, next, we're going to be inviting another leader to speak to us, all the way from Kenya, leader Pastor Monica. Pastor Monica, if you're there, please let's hear a small testimony from you as we proceed. Thank you so much. All right. Sorry about that. The next leader to speak is Mr. Zalim, all the way from Russia. I bet there's an interpreter for him as well. Mr. Zalim, if you're on the call, kindly unmute yourself and welcome to the call. Mr. Zalim Chermo from Russia, welcome to the call. I want to hear a testimony. Welcome. I think Mr. Salim is not there. We also have another leader on the call all the way from India. Can you hear us? Mr. Surya, all the way from India, can you hear us? Okay, I think I have to unmute. Okay. Sali Ali, if you can hear us, Mr. Surya, if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself. Zalim, I have unmuted you now. Please take it away.
Hello. This was mute. Good evening. I am from Russia. My name is Zalim. I'm very happy to see you, everybody here. Then I'm in Royalq. Yesterday, full 3 months. My rank is V3. Maybe soon I get V4. What I can see, I'm very happy with Royalq. I never see like this project like Royalq because I make everyday money and I'm very happy. What say more? I'm very happy like have communication with every country from everybody. I like it this. Then I hope everybody get good ranks, V4, V5, V6, we everybody happy. Now I wanna told something. Now for me is before I don't think about time. Now for me is time is very important, like gold, because every minute, every time for me is important. I have team from also big team from Russia. We work good work. We have 7 people from rank V3, soon V4 also. I'm here what I said 3 months. So I want to say thank you for everybody. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zolim, and congratulations on achieving V3 in a record speed. That's amazing, commendable. Next, we have all the way from India, leader Surya. Surya, if you can hear me, I hope I said the name the right way. The Surya from India, kindly unmute yourself and let's say. As he gets ready, we also have another leader all the way from Turkey. Kindly unmute yourself. Emeka Arinze, all the way from Turkey. Kindly unmute yourself. We want to hear your testimony as well. Ready? Pastor Monica, if you can hear us, I can see you're now unmuted. Let's hear from you as we wait for the other leaders from Turkey and India. Welcome, Pastor Monica. If you can hear me, let's hear your testimony. Thank you.
Okay. You can hear me now?
Loud, yeah. Welcome to the call.
Thank you so much, Leader Ernest and everyone in the house. I am Pastor Monica, excited to be part of this team. And mine is just to appreciate God for this awesome opportunity that came our way. I joined Royalq in the month of May, and we can say it has been everyday transformation, having come from all those programs that we have had each other speaking about losing money or programs that you have no control of your money. Now, I was trading Forex before with robots, and I was actually looking for a robot that can be able to trade on crypto. And that's how I landed into Royalq, and I have never looked back because I got what I was looking for. I got a robot that has 100% control of your money, and also you get to, get more knowledge about how you can be able to accumulate and get more coins. I am here as a level 3, a few people shy of V4. I'm actually smelling V4 from a small distance. I know what it takes, and I know it's just a matter of consistency and time, never giving up, and knowing that you have a target to reach to a certain level. I want to encourage everyone to keep on putting efforts on daily basis, keeping learning, and all of us target to reach our goal, which is V6. And I want to appreciate everyone in the room, those we have labored since we got into this opportunity until where we are. I want to appreciate our leader, Sarah, who has been with us consistently, transversing on the globe using the Zooms, leader ASAP, and the team that is coming up so well all over the world, and Julius and all the people that we've been doing this together. One of the things I want to encourage everyone that is here is that God has given us an opportunity that you can be able to be transformed for life. We are seeing people earning in the tunes of what they've not been able to earn in years. So this is something that can be able to place enough capital in our hands. It can be able to support our existing projects, and it can be able to change our lives, and not only for our own, even the people that are in outside countries all over the world, you can be able to earn from them. So I want really to appreciate everyone that is here, and I want to encourage everyone that let's keep doing this consistently every day, and let's step out and share this opportunity with our families and our friends. And let us come back and celebrate what God has done for us. This is an opportunity that you have no fear when you're presenting it to anybody. You can be able to share it with no sweat, because you already know that the legitimacy and what we are doing is something that people have control over their investments, and we can be able to move from one level of our lives to another. So I want to thank everyone, all the leaders from the entire globe. Let's keep changing and transforming lives, even at this period of where many people have been laid off their businesses or their work. We have something that we can present to them and tell them that they do not need to be worried. We have something that can change our lives. So we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And let's keep doing this until we reach our goal. The Lord bless you so much. Back to you, the host. Thank you so much, sir.
Amen. Thank you so much, Pastor Monica. I couldn't agree more. This is an undercover mission. First of all, to rid people of the scammers who have been taking money from us. And number two, for those who don't even know anything about crypto, to train them, to educate them, and to show them the right way to make money safely, securely, and of course, without having fear. So as we wind up, time is much gone. I'm going to take it back to my coach, Coach Asaf Dukwera, to give us the closing remarks and close the Zoom. Coach Asaf, if you can hear me, let's hear from you closing remarks as we wind up the Zoom and begin the new week with a new bout of energy. Thank you so much, and back the call.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very powerful presentation. It has been a very powerful, every Sunday is like this. One thing is for sure, all you need to do is basically get your phone, put in those apps, and keep on sharing with as many people as possible. I shared with a couple of guys on Facebook that I don't remember, if I calculate all the money I made from the time I was employed when I was in my senior fall vacation, up until I quit employment in 2013, I have been able to multiply that income up to 80 times because of using my phone entirely. Now, guys, you have an opportunity to put this app on your phone. You have so many people, Brother Julius has shared with us how to just promote, how to basically just promote having 4 people download this app onto their phone and activate. That alone can make you a fortune. Simply duplicate what you've just had, get 4 people to download that app on the phone and activate it. And before you know it, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, your life will not remain the same. We are doing what we call robotic trading, and everyone can be able to do this entirely. It is as simple as setting the parameters like your washing machines, and then automatically it gives you the results that you desire entirely. So that's said and done. Every Sunday, this call shall always be there to get us together and listen to from leaders internationally. But most importantly, I just want to encourage you to understand one thing, that life is a fight for territory. If you stop fighting for the things you like, what you do not like keeps on appearing. Take charge of your associations, take charge of what you put into your mind, avoid dream stealers, avoid what we call scammers. If you're not sick and tired of basically sending your money to people to trade for you, if you're not tired, you're going to basically experience these challenges on a daily basis. That said and done, I would basically like to say goodbye, and let's meet next Sunday and all the other Zoom calls that we normally do entirely. So be blessed, everyone. And if you're following